Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for, this is for the next 6 months. It's going to be from whenever you watch it, basically, until the end of 2021. We're just going to jump right in here and see what wants to come up for you here, Taurus. We're just going to see what's in the energy, and that'll be that. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's coming up for you. Damn, Taurus. This is a good reading. I feel like your last reading was pretty good, like one of the weeklies, and this definitely kind of continues for you here. 2 aces in the end. This is a really nice reading for you, Taurus. So I would definitely say the rest of your year could be very, there could be a lot of good stuff going on for you here. I am getting a message here as well. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising if I didn't say that for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Taurus. What I would say here is that I feel that this need to make sure that you're not shying away from anything that could be, sorry, I just have to fix my microphone here as well, Taurus, but you're the first sign that I'm doing today, so totally unprepared, right? But what I am getting, and the first message that I'm getting here is you need to be very careful to not shy away from any challenges that do come up over the next 6 months. This is a great reading. There's a lot of good stuff here. Of course, as I always say, there are always going to be challenges. There are always going to be things to deal with in life. People always accuse me of being too positive, but as I always say, yeah, of course there are always going to be challenges. There are always going to be things that you have to face, but what this is saying here to me, for you, Taurus, is I feel like it's saying, make sure to not shy away from those challenges, because it's going this direction. And this is where I'm getting this message is you have the Six of Swords to the Eight of Wands to the Ace of Wands here. And for some reason, I feel like that Eight of Wands is kind of like one of those things where you're being pulled out of a comfort zone, and it's going to require you to learn, because you have the Ace of Swords right here. And I just want to get this out. So this is like a channeled message that I'm basically getting. To me, it's not even really the cards. I feel like the cards are grounding the message, but what it's saying is that you could be experiencing some things that are slightly challenging, but they're only challenging because you're going to be required to learn as you go. I'm almost getting Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords is my card of learning as you go. It's my card of learning as you go along, as you're starting a new project, or as you're moving or building or experiencing something new. The Queen of Swords is my card of doing that. But I'm getting a very similar energy with these 4 cards right here, that there are going to be some things that you're going to be dealing with, but it's the only reason it's scary is because you don't know how to do it. So literally your answer is Ace of Swords. Just learn how to do it, plain and simple. Really good. You even start off here in this first row with the Miracles card. So I do feel like there are going to be miracles coming in for you at this time. And I'm also getting lightning strikes twice or something like that. Some of you are going to get lucky twice, I feel. And that's what that message is trying to say, is that, it's almost like lightning strikes twice, or lightning is striking twice. And so for some of you, I feel like you're getting... This is not a second chance, by the way. I feel like what's going to happen is between now and July is what's popping into my head. Something good is going to happen for you. Maybe you get a raise or a promotion, or for some of you, this is going to be love as well. You are going to be meeting someone here. And then it's I feel once we get into the fall time, it's going to happen again. It's almost like you're getting it's like the universe is doubling down on you, is the message that I'm getting here. This is a dope reading, is what I'm going to say to you here, Taurus. I really like this energy for you quite a bit. For a lot of you, this is involving money, because you have the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. I am getting chills just looking at this row, because I feel like it's kind of saying, any financial issues that you've been dealing with for a very long time, not only have they taught you important lessons, but with this 6 of Swords right here, Taurus, but more importantly, the message that I'm getting on this 6 of Swords is you're kind of understanding why. The Ace of Swords can represent us getting certain answers or coming to an understanding of why we had to go through certain financial challenges. And I apologize, Taurus, but my dog is setting off my camera, so let me just turn that off right there. But anyway, it's there are certain challenges that you've experienced financially, and I feel like these challenges are challenges you've been dealing with probably for about 8 years, the past 8 years. I would say that this is tied to the Uranus cycle that we had when Uranus was in Aries before it entered into your sign, and it's now that it's in your sign, Uranus, I feel like financially, it's almost like the universe is saying, like, hey, you went through this, you went through all these difficulties, challenges financially, and now it's like you've learned the lessons, so now it's time for you to start making money. And that's what I get here, Taurus. I feel like your financial situation is going to be very good. I'm getting a weird word on the Ten of Pentacles as well, which is like calmness. And I feel like I've said this to you before, Taurus. I'm getting a very similar message where it's almost like there is a sense of calm coming over you because maybe you're reaching a level of financial stability. There's like some sort of stability coming in for you here. On top of all that, I love 2 6s. You have two, especially when they come up either right on top of each other or right next to each other. You have the 6 of Wands and 6 of Swords here. To me, 2 6s is confirmation of your path. It's really, I should stop saying that. I don't think we are on a path. I don't think we're on a journey. I think we're here to create our own reality, whatever that means for you. And as long as we're doing that, then we're on the right path. We're doing the right thing. But, to me, 2 6s, what I'm going to start saying is, I used to say it's kind of saying you're on the right path, but I feel like it's really saying that you're in alignment. You're kind of in alignment with your higher self, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and that is probably a better way of saying it. So I feel like you're going in the right direction. There's definitely some sort of victory. I mean, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Ace of Swords in this middle row right here, definitely a major victory coming in for you here, Taurus. So let's clarify this first row. Look at this. Empress, you showing up in the top position here, probably in the best position that you possibly could as the Empress. So total abundance, a lot of success coming in for you. Are you kidding me? Look, 6 Wands with the 6 of Wands and the Tower. So of course there's got to be a shake up, something messing something up here. But this is like major success coming in for you here. The Tower, I do feel, is like all the past difficulties. Remember what I was saying about needing to not shy away from challenges? The Tower can also say avoid things that are the same. And, the Tower, this deck that I'm using actually, this one here, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, I love the Tower in this deck because it's like a lady and she's kind of like holding on to the tower, but it's crumbling. I feel that the Tower is saying if something is crumbling in your life, release it, let it go, because, you don't want to go back to the past. You don't want to go this way. 6 of Swords is a rite of passage. It says you have moved past this energy and you need to keep going. The Tower can also be a move, and you do have some movement energy here. We'll see, what comes up here. In your next row, you have the Between Worlds card, and I love this card in this deck as well. To me, it's kind of like a card of, like, it's a flamingo, and it's going from black and white to the color side of things. Kind of like a card to me that says your life is about to become more rich. It's like but what I feel, this could be financially, by the way, but I am getting the word rich popping into my head. That could be a name for some of you. Some of you could be dealing with someone named Rich or Richard or something, but because it keeps popping into my head. And usually when I get like repeat stuff popping into my head, it means like I'm not saying it right, if that makes sense. But I feel like it's saying that you're gonna have more time to like stop and smell the roses. It's like you're starting to notice things that are gonna make you more happy. You're starting to notice things that are going to enrich your life and make your life more, more better. Like, I keep wanting to say the word smooth as well, but it's not like something is smooth. I feel it's saying that you're, like, enjoying something that's smooth. Life is about to become, like, more smooth, and I don't know, I feel like that's a good thing. You have the High Priestess, the 8 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. There are definitely still some mysteries here with that 8 of Wands. I feel the 8 of Wands is kind of like, I feel 2 different ways about this for you. Part of me feels it's you holding back a little bit, and I do feel this is really asking you to not hold back. I mean, the one warning that I'm feeling here, which I kind of gave at the beginning as well, is to, number one, don't avoid challenges, like any challenges that could come into your life. I tell people all the time, don't avoid Tower moments either. People always, lecture me constantly about the Tower, and I always say, like, the Tower is not that bad of a card, number one. I don't care what anybody says. And number two, we shouldn't avoid the Tower. Tower's change. Tower's part of the Fool's journey. We have to go through the Fool's journey in the Tarot. I mean, that's the whole point of the Tarot in the first place. But I do feel like this is, number one, saying that you could be, like, holding back a little bit. or not revealing something. So I feel like this is saying in anything you're doing, don't hold back, especially in work or business. I'm getting here because I really feel like the Empress is saying you need to be the star. Like, you need to be the one that stands out and gets attention. So don't be afraid to stand out here. I also feel this could be a person coming in for you. It could be a Pisces, could just be someone with Pisces in their chart. And to me, I mean, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, are you kidding me? To me, that could be a quick marriage, a quick commitment if you don't want to get married. Not everybody wants to get married. So if you're looking for love, I feel like this is someone who's rushing in and communicating with you here. I feel like it would be someone very passionate, someone who has a lot of desires as well, someone very creative. And so, it kind of would make sense that it would be a Pisces or someone who has a lot of Pisces in their chart. And I feel you could be meeting someone online. So if you're like online dating, Ace of Swords is my card of online dating. 8 of Wands is my card of social media. So if you're like online dating or something like that, you could be meeting them. Again, if you're looking for love, 8 of Wands to me says socialize. It says get out there and socialize, meet new people. So that's what I get there. I do feel like some of you, again, this could be a divorce that you've had in the past. 6 of Swords, as far as the divorce is concerned with the Tower, would say that if you're hesitating to get into a relationship, that you went through something that was more than just a divorce. Again, I don't like putting this energy out there, but like abuse, or you dealt with a person who was toxic beyond the relationship, if that makes sense, Taurus. Like, they didn't have just problems inside the relationship, they had problems outside the relationship as well. This is like a little bit more of a heavy energy, and that could be, I do feel like a little hesitation here in opening up to a new person. Totally understandable with like a situation like that. But let's clarify this and see. Yeah, you have the Page of Swords here. I mean, some of you, I feel on the Page of Swords is just saying if this is a person who's coming in for you, you're just going to slowly open up. Page of Swords is like a card of curiosity. It kind of says, like, look behind the curtain on the High Priestess. It says, don't be afraid to explore, meet new people, all that other stuff. Or if you're dealing with one person, don't be afraid to do that. Yeah, you have the 4 of Swords here as well. Motivation could be a little bit of a challenge for you, I'm getting here as well, intuitively. Again, this is a really good reading. So I'm really kind of having to like reach for any challenges here, but I do feel on that 4 of Swords, kind of like feeling motivated, feeling like you want to do things could be a little bit of a challenge. Ace of Swords here to me is a clue that you should probably keep the momentum going. Like, if you start a business and you start making a lot of money, there is a temptation, I feel, to get lazy, right? And this is like saying, don't stop, keep moving, keep it moving forward. You have the 6 of Cups here as well. I would definitely be careful of anyone coming back from the past. I do feel for some of you that if you're dealing with children, if you have children with a person here, I am getting, like, again, I don't like putting this energy out there, Taurus, so, protect yourself at all costs, but, I do feel if you're dealing with someone you have children with or someone from the past, I would just protect yourself from that person, because it does, I am getting something here about, like, someone coming back from the past and kind of, but not coming back to get back with you, coming back to cause problems. So I would protect yourself, of course. I feel like they're hiding something as well. So if you're dealing with a person from the past, there is this like hidden energy here. I do feel that the reading is asking you to protect yourself from that person, plain and simple. In your last row here, you have the 7 of Pentacles here. So it's like you're trying to figure out what's worth it in your life here. This is like a victory, though. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, something that's going to provide a lot of stability. I don't really like the 4 of Pentacles in this reading, because 4 of Pentacles to me is a comfort zone, again, and it's coming up in this bottom row of holding on to something too tightly. I'm getting a lot of stories here on the bottom row, like some of you could be dealing with a person who's obsessed with you or who can't let go, or someone who is just causing problems, like I said, especially if you have children with a person. And like I said, I would just protect yourself. I don't really, to me, tarot is a spectrum. I don't think you're going to have to like call the cops or anything like that, but maybe blocking a person if they're getting crazy or whatever would be a good idea here. 7 of Pentacles to me is it worth it? 7 of Pentacles to me asks, is the juice worth the squeeze? And I always say yes on the 7 of Pentacles. So don't be afraid to put the work in to something that you're doing. You have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles here. It's like some sort of victory coming in for you. Like I said, Ace of Wands to me is a total new beginning, very passionate new beginning as well. So if you're finding someone who's interested in you, I feel that it's like you're off to a great start. There's something that could be very successful coming in for you here. For others, any of you who like work doing, if you work in social media, by the way, this is really good. I feel like I say this to you all the time, Taurus, because it's been coming up for you for like years, this social media thing. And so if you do that, there's a lot of success coming in for you here. Now let's clarify it. You have the Nine of Cups. You've been wishing for this new beginning on the Ace of Wands. You have the Five of Wands here. And the Nine of Swords, again, the only thing that's going to hold you back is the past. Nine of Swords with the Nine of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. So I would be careful of getting stuck in the past. I would also say don't hold yourself back with the High Priestess. I feel there's this need to kind of reveal your own inner power. Like I said, Five Wands to me just basically is a card of conflict and competition here. I feel like it's learning as you go. Ace of Swords is always above the mountains. Ace of Swords is a card that says, yeah, you will experience challenges and difficulties in your life, but Ace of Swords is a card of being able to overcome those challenges and difficulties. It pretty much says you will always be able to overcome challenges and difficulties that you're dealing with your intelligence here, Taurus. So, I like it. Definitely a new beginning coming in for you here. I would create, it's like, the best way I could describe this reading to you here, Taurus, is like, I feel like there is a wind blowing at your back, right? It's like the universe is filling up your sails, on your boat, on your ship, wherever you're going. But I feel like there's a need to keep those sails kind of up, and filled with wind, so you can keep moving forward. I almost feel it's like kind of this reading is like, I feel like I see a shape in my head, but I can't describe what this shape is, but it's like this. And I feel that the universe is kind of like wanting to go this direction here towards new things. I feel like these little kind of like corners here are really good. Ten of Pentacles, Empress, High Priestess, but I also feel like they're kind of like challenges. It's almost like one of those things where it's like you have to take the good with the bad. I feel things are improving for you in your life, and it's like sometimes when things improve, the haters come out, the people from your past come out or whatever. And I feel like this is saying, I feel like you need to realize that, like when you reach a certain level in life, that there are certain challenges that you're going to be dealing with, and it's not a bad thing. It just is what it is, right? So I feel that's what this is kind of saying. I hope that makes sense. But this is a really nice reading. I love this. I feel like there are definitely miracles coming in for you over the next 6 months. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's coming in for you over the next few months here, Taurus. And thank you, and definitely enjoy the next 6 months.